Strange New World, Star Trek x Azur Lane crossover, by Cassus Skirata. Prologue date: 2263 location, Starbase Yorktown. The Starship Enterprise had just been rebuilt and launched from Starbase Yorktown. At the moment, her crew were getting ready to warp to their next destination, wherever it may be, to continue their 5-year mission of exploration. The bridge, how we doing Mr. Sulu? Asked James T. Kirk, the ship's captain. Ready to go to warp, sir, replied Mr. Sulu, the ship's helmsman. The elevator door to the bridge opens and out comes what seems to be a human at first glance, but on closer observation one could see that this individual possessed pointed ears. Permission to come aboard, Captain? Asked the individual. Permission granted, Mr. Spock, Kirk said to his second officer and best friend. Kirk and Spock's friendship had a rather rocky start, but in time they came to understand each other and they became an inseparable duo there today. Kirk pressed the comms button on his captain's chair, communicating with the engineering department. How are we on the engines, Scotty? Montgomery, Scotty. Scott is the Enterprise's chief engineer and nobody known this ship better than him. She's purring like a kitten, sir, he replies. Lieutenant Uhura, the Enterprise's chief communications officer, reports, all comms channels are clear and we are ready to set off, sir. So Jim, off we go on another grand adventure? Asked Bones, the ship's chief medical officer sarcastically. You already know, Bones, Kirk replies with a smirk. All right, looks like we have everything prepared. Punch it, Mr. Sulu. Sulu initiates the warp drive and the Enterprise soon enters a tunnel of blue and black streaks. The trip was smooth for the most part, that was until the sensors aboard the Enterprise detected something highly unusual. Sir, sensors are picking up what seems to be a spatial anomaly. It looks like a black hole, Sulu reports. That's strange, no spatial anomalies or black holes were reported near this sector, Spock says. Suddenly, the ship jolted forward causing people to stagger. The black hole or spatial anomaly was visible and it looked like your typical black hole. Get us out of its pull, Mr. Sulu, Kirk ordered. I can't, sir, it has a firm grip on us. Even at full impulse I can't seems to steer her away, Sulu said with increasing panic. The ship's engines whined as it tried to pull away from the anomaly, but it was fruitless as it was starting to be pulled toward it. Sound red alert, tell people to brace, Kirk ordered as the alarm was sounded. This is Captain Kirk to the crew of the Enterprise, we're coming up on a little turbulence, brace for impact. Kirk gave the bridge crew one last look before nodding. Hopefully they would survive the anomaly, but that was just a prayer. Spock and Uhura gave each other one last look as well, both thinking the same as Kirk. Enterprise was sucked into the spatial anomaly never to be seen again. She would probably be listed and missing and, at worst, destroyed with all hands lost. But that would be far from the truth.